Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the UMass Minutemen taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So UMass offense takes the field to start this game off. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would...
Oh, look out! He's at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. UMass quickly back to the line.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean...
Looking for the end zone. And he intercepts it. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll test the right side. Runs through a tackle. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's loose, and he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 40.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Out of the gun, the inside give. The Nittany Lions get the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. On the move, it's Sampson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Penn State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Slides away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. The free safety timed his rush perfectly on the blitz, and they come up with the sack.
Yeah, and the free safety usually stays deep and plays coverage, plays in the middle of the field, but they spin him down, bring him in the blitz. You could tell, caught the offense off guard, and he gets the quarterback, he gets the sack.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score 10-6.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Discards a man.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd and eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The UMass offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is...
Off he goes. He's at the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick strike complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It is good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Got him downfield. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, UMass. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The give to the back. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make it work.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The UMass offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
From the gun on third down. He's got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, UMass! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line.
Open runway ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. He couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Gets it out fast. Oh, big juke to get past. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Grabs it in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. UMass quickly back to the line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Gaines. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Working on the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They keep attacking through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
You give as they work on that clock. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. He leaves it with his back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Nittany Lions are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.